I did some overnight farming again and got some decent event points. And the game crashed, so I don't have the animations for the login bonuses today. But I managed to log in just in time to get the last wave of these limited errands. I can still go to the prayers tab to access the forever prayer as well as the Galindo roulette, and it looks like I got 10 prayers today. Oh, I get Terry, which is a pretty good general pool friend, great debuffer, and I get Nemuno, who isn't that great. And for the forever prayer, again, every day you can reroll for a new friend, and if you click the welcome button, then you get that friend. But then the forever prayer ends, so you can get only one friend, but every day you can reroll who the friend that you get is. So you basically have like a bunch of chances to try and find the friend that you want. And I get Mamizo, who is a festival unit, but not that great, so I will not be welcoming her. And there's a little bit of a bug there with her icon. Today I'm gonna continue leveling up Yachi, as well as looking for that last paper doll I need to max limit break her, which I will most likely get from these total points rewards, because that's the closest, or that's the one I can get the soonest. It's day 2 of the event, and every day there are a few new stages which come out. So, and I tried to do the stage in one turn, but Misumaru can't do it either. She isn't that good at farming in one turn because her last word is backloaded. She gets 2 power on turn 1, but she needs 3 power to access like most of her damage. So that's why she isn't great at farming in one turn. But on the other hand, having a backloaded last word usually means that you can have more setup damage. And there aren't any more one-wave stages today, but maybe tomorrow there will be some other one-wave stages that maybe I can one turn. But for now, I'm just gonna continue farming the stage in 2 turns to get event points and to level up Yachi. I'm actually gonna clear some more main story as well, so I can unlock the Wits of Scarlet Dreams stage. And currently there's EXP up on main story, which happens quite a lot. So I'm gonna put Yachi in the back so she can get as much EXP as possible, because now these main story stages give more EXP than the events. I'm using the full auto story card setup with accuracy, unattack, and it kinda works for now. But if Misumaru isn't strong enough to clear some of the later stages, I'll just have to manually clear them. I've cleared to almost the end of chapter 2, and I'm at this second Meiling stage. Meiling has a gimmick where she increases her yin and yang defense every turn, so her defenses will keep on rising throughout the battle. Because of that, setting up for a few turns and then nuking doesn't really work, because Meiling also increases her defense. As you can see, against Meiling's defensive buffs, my last word at 3 power doesn't really do much. In order to kill Meiling, I'm going to be using these 3 characters to full break her, using elemental breaks, because it says she's weak to sun, metal, and fire, so let's bring some sun, metal, and fire breaks. For these characters, I'm not using them to deal damage, so their level does not matter. I'm just using them to deal breaks, and I can just graze and I will take 0 damage. So offensively and defensively, their stats do not matter. Here, I'm using Reimu spell card 2. There's 1 sun bullets line, and that's gonna break 1 barrier. And on Yomu, I can boost once and use this spell card. I have 2 metal lines, so that's gonna break 2 barriers. And I've put an accuracy card here so that I hit my attacks. And the pre-battle strategy thing lied to me. Meiling actually isn't weak to fire, so Remilia is gonna be a bit useless. Okay, now Reimu is gonna do 2 more breaks here with an accuracy card. Actually, she has Sword Hit, so I didn't need the accuracy, but that's fine. Yomu can do another metal break over here. Again, every bullet line will break a barrier, and Remilia can continue being useless. So now the enemy is gonna be full broken, and what that means is that all the buffs she had is gonna be removed. So she'll be full broken for 2 turns, starting this turn and then the next turn, which is the current turn. So this is considered the second turn of the full break. So she will be stunned, and she will take, all the buffs will be removed, and she will take 4 times damage. So I'm going to switch in Misumaru, and just go ahead and use all her skills, and use the last word, and that hopefully will kill off Meiling. This is a very effective strategy. You can use very low level characters to do elemental breaks to the enemy and then switch in your nukers to finish them off. Besides clearing chapter 2 on Lunatic to unlock the Wits of Scarlet Dream stage, I've also been farming lots of events so I can get that paper doll from the event's total points. I will also need some materials to rank up Yachi. So for the first few ranks, rank 1 and 2 is just silver and bronze materials, so I have plenty of those. But yes, he does need some Tiger Scrolls and Heaven Scrolls, so it's really unfortunate that Yachi needs exactly the same types of scrolls as Misumaru, because I've just used a bunch of Tiger and Heaven Scrolls on Misumaru. As of course, every friend requires different types of scrolls. It's somewhat related to their class, but yeah, so I will need to be grinding some more Heaven and Tiger Scrolls from the event, because I need this Yachi to be at rank 4 and unlock all her skills, and I need to level those skills up in order for her to be able to farm Wits of Scarlet Dreams. That's why medicine is so good for farming Wits of Scarlet Dreams, because not only do you get her for free, she also only needs rank 2. Because she just needs her first and second skill, and they do not need to be maxed, they can be at level 1. But on the other hand, she does need 2 levels of awakening, so she needs to be at awakening level 3 in order to farm it, so it's less spirit point efficient. It's half spirit point weak, by the way, which is why the spirit point cost is so low. She's also a weaker friend in general compared to Yachi. Earlier I mentioned the event one-way stages, and I said I couldn't do this in one turn. But actually, if I use a power link, I can. Like I explained yesterday, Flandre has power link, so when I switch into Misumaru, she will gain 1 power. So of course this is a lot faster, but this comes at the cost of the increased spirit points usage, because obviously I'm having more units, so I'm spending more spirit points every run. But I have so much spirit points, I haven't even bought the spirit points from the last event shop. So, and it's half spirit point weak, so that's not really a problem for me right now. When deciding which event stage to farm, you can look at the types of materials that they drop, specifically the books and the tiles. For scrolls, they have such a low drop rate at 0.15% per scroll type that it's not really worth anyway. So, normally defense books as well as these plum tiles are the worst materials because they are generally needed the least, but of course it depends on which characters you have. For Yachi, I need attack and support books, so unfortunately there currently isn't a stage that drops both attack and support books, so I just have to farm either one of them. The event stages of the same difficulty, meaning normal, hard or lunatic, all drop very similar amounts of event points, so that's not really a consideration when deciding which stage to farm. So I've been farming events a bit and I'm very close to getting that paper doll, but I still need those scrolls as well as books to upgrade and level up Yachi's skills. So I will be farming events overnight again, and see you guys tomorrow.